Quarter to 11, welcome back. Well, with just 4 days to go before the elections, SABC News is speaking to potential voters. Our Economics Reporter Mbalenhle Mthethwa is outside an unemployment insurance fund office in Sandton. Let's go live to her again. Mbali, thank you very much indeed for your time. What's the latest? What do you have for us?
Good morning, Blaine. This time around, I am standing by with a supervisor, branch supervisor. His name is Ben Rasirute, and he is basically going to be talking to us and giving us a numbers perspective in terms of, the number of people this particular branch sees. But before I go into that, I did get to talk to a few more people who were in the queues just after the last crossing we had, and the issue of casualization has also come up quite prominently, with people saying that they do not like the fact that some of them have been working as casual employees for over 5 years, and they are calling for permanent employment. Some of the things that they've also highlighted is the fact that some of them are experienced graduates and cannot find employment because of the issue of experience. So they're saying that, we've seen that government departments are doing away with the experience requirement, but for some of these graduates who are qualified, it's still a problem because they don't have the necessary experience to get into some of those jobs that they would like to get into. Another issue that has also come up is unregistered employees. So basically this means that some employers rather, are not being registered are not being registered as beneficiaries of UIF. That is what I mean. But to tell us more about this, I'm joined by Ben Rasirute, as I mentioned earlier. Thank you so much for agreeing to speak to us. Please give us a numbers perspective. How many people does this branch generally see? I mean, with the rising rising unemployment rate, as well as these sectors, with a lot of sectors also cutting jobs, has this number increased over the year? Please tell us more.
Thank you, ma'am, and good morning to you. Yes, it is obvious that the rate of unemployment has been rising over the years, and it is a testimony, as you've seen when you walk into this branch. You've seen there's lots of people queuing up for the very same service that you alluded to, and just the previous financial year, we've seen about 70,000 clients. These are people who walked in here. Yes, they do come here for different services, but most of the clients come here for UIF, which tells us, yes, there is a huge problem out there in terms of the rate of unemployment.
That is a very, very, very big number. I mean, and this is just one branch, and it's not just nationally or anything like that. But tell me something, the issue of workers not being registered by the employers as beneficiaries of UIF, how do you deal with that as a department?
We have a section called Inspection and Enforcement Services. Obviously, if we encounter clients who have such problem, we would start from our frontline section, where we would take the complaint itself and send it to the inspectors so they can directly deal with the employers who do not register with the fund. And we do get lots of them. On a monthly average, we get about 200 of people who are not registered, and obviously there is other complaints that they would come in for. But the major problem, yes, it is UIF. Most of people do not register UIF. Maybe they don't take it serious, but we strongly believe the issue of education has gone out there for people to know what to do in terms of UIF. And especially when it comes to domestic, that's one sector that we have most of the problems in terms of registration with the UIF, and most of the response that you would get from employers is that they were not aware, and in terms of the registration with the UIF, and the level of compliance in terms of after getting such, it's okay. And if you go back to the number of cases that inspectors has to deal with under UIF, you still have their tables full of such cases, and it tells you, yes, we still have a problem in that department as well.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. There you have it. That is Branch Supervisor Ben Rasirute speaking to us about the numbers and the type of numbers that they see in this one branch. And now those numbers sound rather exponential, considering that they are only coming in from a single branch. And he's also talking about the issue of non-compliance by employers, and that remaining a problem, especially in the area of domestic workers. But for now, it's back to you in studio.
All right, Mbalenhle Mthethwa, live for us in Sandton, Johannesburg. Thank you very much indeed for your reporting.